It is generally believed that Islam is an Abrahamic religion, except for the fact that Ismail, the patriarch of Islam, was the son of Abraham. Islam is not an Abrahamic religion. On the other hand, the modern Islam absorbed most of its concepts and practices from ancient Tamil religion called Asivagam, and that's the topic of discussion for this video. Even the concept of monotheism of Islam wasn't derived from Judaism and was rather brought by the ancient Islamic people when they left South India as refugees following the Mahabharata war that happened 5000 years ago. Kindly watch the video titled Earth-Shaking Connection Between Mahabharata and Islam. If you had not watched that video yet, kindly watch it before proceeding further. In that video, apart from establishing that the original Islamic community originated from the self-exiled Kurwa people from South India, we have also narrated how the technical terms of Islam, namely Islam, Allah, Quran, Mecca, and the ancient name of Mecca temple called Makraba, etc. originated. Now, the connection of Islam with Asivagam shall be established through the angel Gabriel, who was said to have enlightened Prophet Muhammad to reform Islam as it is today. Who is this angel Gabriel? It is one of the 7 angels of Abrahamic religions. But these angels were the Babylonian counterparts of Saptamada of Asivagam, which were later borrowed into Abrahamic religions. Thus, the angel Gabriel originated from Kavriel, the 7th of the Saptamada, while formalizing Asivagam way of life by Murugan 10,000 years ago. Hence, it is imperative that Islam should include at least some features of Asivagam. But Asivagam was a polytheistic religion, and Murugan Siddha was the pioneer to introduce polytheism and idol worship in the world. In fact, Murugan created Saptamada as deities of Asivagam, whereas their Islamic counterparts, the 7 angels, are being considered merely as the messengers of God and not gods themselves. Even God Murugan of Asivagam entered Islam as an immortal prophet called Al-Qidr rather than as a god. This you might find as a huge anomaly and hence tempted to think that Islam wasn't influenced by Asivagam. This anomaly originated from the following facts. The Qurayshi clan to which Prophet Muhammad belonged originated from Kurawa clan of South India 5000 years ago. These Kuravas even today worship Shiva without an image. Thus, Muhammad was by instinct aware of his traditional worship of formless deity, and he was also aware that the original Mecca did not have any image of God. That's how the Allah of Islam happens to be a formless God. However, most of the concepts and practices of Asivagam got into Islam through the companions of Prophet Muhammad who were from the Middle East. But the ancestors of Middle East people migrated from ancient Lanka as refugees following the defeat in Ramayana war about 7000 years ago. It is they who brought with them the concepts of Asivagam along with the memory of Al-Qidr to the Middle East. The birthplace of Asivagam was ancient Lanka, and it was Murugan Siddha who initiated the Asivagam way of life. To appreciate these facts, kindly watch Islam and Tamil God Murugan video. If you hadn't watched it earlier, I request you to watch this video too before proceeding further. The fact that Murugan, the original creator of Angel Gabriel, happens to be the only immortal prophet of Islam as Al-Qidr is enough to establish that Asivagam principles played a huge part in the evolution of modern Islam. This fact can be further established by etymologically revealing the true meaning of Islamic technical terms and practices. Before proceeding further, we shall explain the meaning of the name Asivagam. As plus Eva plus Aham, Asivagam. Here, Asu means immediate solution, and Eva means providing, and Aham means the place where it is available. Hence, Asivagam means immediate solution providing place, and thus Asivagam actually refers to the place where Siddhas lived and they provided solutions to the collective and individual problems the people faced. These Siddhas normally lived in hill caves as hermits in ancient times. That is how Murugan is called Guhan, meaning cave dweller, as Murugan lived in hill caves. That is how even Prophet Muhammad meditated in Hira cave on Arafat Hill, and we would discuss it further soon. We shall now etymologically analyze the technical terms of Islam. Muslim. The followers of Islam are called Muslims. How did this word evolve? According to Islamic theologians, the word Muslim had evolved from Aslama, but it actually evolved from Asulama, where Asu is short form of Asivaham and Lama means saint. Not only that, even a qualifying prefix ma, meaning great, was appended to Asulama, leading ultimately to the word Muslim. Ma plus Asu plus Lama, Ma Asulama, Masulama, Musulama, Muslima, Muslim, Muslim. Ma means great, Asu means Asivaham, Lama means Siddha or prophet or saint. Hence, Muslim means the great Asivaha Siddha or the great Asivaha prophet. Masjid. The temple where the Islamic people would be worshipping their God has to be named. In temples, we seek wisdom from the God to help us steer through the difficulties of life. In Tamil tradition, the gods are nothing but the human Siddha who attained nirvana through their penance. It is through Siddha, the people of wisdom, that Siddham meant wisdom. As Siddham means wisdom, the temple where the God is said to be present was considered as embodiment of wisdom. Hence, following the tradition, the Islamic temple was called Ma plus Siddhu, Ma Siddhu, Ma Jiddu, Masjiddu, Masjid. Ma means great and Siddhu means wisdom. Hence, Masjid means the place of wisdom. The fact that this was how Masjid was named can be established by the fact that Masjid was called in Tamil land as Pallivasal, meaning the place of education. This arose from the fact that Tamil Siddhas ran Gurukula schools in their premises in ancient times. Hence, as Masjid was named after Siddhas, it was correctly called as Pallivasal in Tamil Nadu, and it continues to be called so even today. It is further proved by the fact that in the second Masjid of the world, the Kodungalur Masjid of the present-day Kerala state of India, children of all religions are ceremoniously taught their first writing, and this custom continues till today. Hence, Masjid was named after the word Siddh, meaning wisdom. Sala. We have already explained the origin of 5-time prayer practice in Islam, and Friday being the auspicious day in Islam in the video Islam and Tamil God Murugan. What was the method of prayer? Their worshipping style also followed ancient Tamil's yoga style worship that is still followed in Ganesha temples. They seek blessings from Allah while exercising their body to be physically and intellectually fit. As they all stand in lines and offer worship, Islamic worship is called as Sala, as Saleh, the Tamil word, means in line. As the pre-Islamic Arabs were anarchic without any order, Prophet Muhammad psychologically inculcated a sense of discipline by making them stand orderly in a line while praying. These are extraordinary contributions from the great Muhammad. The other name for prayer in Islam is namaz, and it originated from lamas, and lama means prophet. Minaret. Tamils sound temple bells while worshipping, while Islam recites azan from the minarets. Minaret is a deformed Tamil word which evolved from win plus r, vinar, minar, minaret, where win means sky and r means high. The v sound deforms to m sound, and hence vinar deformed to minar, and finally to minaret. Minaret means high in the sky. They called from high in the sky so that the whole locality could hear the azan. Calling azan from minaret is equivalent of sounding bells mounted on tall poles for the same purpose in Tamil temples. The Tamil phrase Vinnara Etti Kuvudal, meaning climbing high in the sky and calling, deformed as Minaret Kuvudal, yielding the word minaret. Azan. The word azan is also a Tamil word. Asan means guru, teacher or conductor. As a person calling azan is actually conducting the 5 worships every day in decided times, he was originally called Azan, the conductor. However, due to passage of time, the act of calling for prayer was called Azan rather than the person calling it. In some places, the word Azan also deformed to Adan. Hence, Azan or Adan is a word of Tamil origin. Even the text of Azan is a deformed Tamil text, and that shall be the topic for another video. Ramjan. During summer months, it used to be extremely difficult for the Arabs. Poverty was a norm in those months in the olden days. Hence, Muhammad planned a scheme so that the poor could be fed from the food saved by the rich. The idea was to propose fasting for all on daytime and share food with the poor in the night times. This fasting also educates the rich people on the pains of starvation. The fasting also cleanses the body and was also in practice in Tamil land as Viradam, a regular periodic ritual in Asivagam. Tamils followed fasting once in a month, both on Amavasa day, remembering their departed forefathers, and on the Kritika star day, remembering God Murugan. However, Muhammad chose the 9th month for this fasting as it fell on summer in those days. The nighttime charity was called Ravu plus Danam, Ramu plus Danam, Ramudan, Ramadan, Ramjan, where Ravu means night in Tamil and Danam means donation in Tamil. Ramadan means night charity. Hence, fasting all day and eating in night while sharing food with the poor is rightly called Ramadan. Hence, Ramadan is a word of Tamil origin. The fasting 9th month was called Ramadan month, the month of night charity. I said that Muhammad proposed it to alleviate the starvation of the poor in the very arid summer month. Tamils celebrate Mariamman festival during arid summer month every year, and they offer gruel for all as part of the festival. But as Islamic year is lunar based and has only 354 days, the Ramadan month does not happen always in the same summer season. It drifts all through the seasons once every 33 years. As Muhammad proposed crescent moon sighting for every month and hence a very simple astronomy and calendar system, this drift was unavoidable. However, Ramadan should have originally been proposed, in my opinion, for the summer drought season only. Hajj pilgrimage. Hajj pilgrimage originated from Tamil's custom of visiting places where Siddhas, that is prophets, once lived. Tamils undertake annual voyages to Murugan temples on foot once every year during Thaipusam festival. As an amazing revelation, even the English word pilgrimage should have originated from this ancient custom of Tamils. Veil plus Giri, Velgiri, Pelgiri, Pilgrim, where Veil refers to the spear, which is the talisman of Murugan, and Giri refers to the hill. The annual voyage to the hill abode of Murugan by foot was thus called as pilgrimage. In the same fashion, Muhammad commanded that every Muslim should visit Mecca once at least in their lifetime. That pilgrimage was called Asivagam pilgrimage, which shall be shortened as Asu pilgrimage. Asu, Hasu, Haju, Hajj. Hence, the Hajj pilgrimage originated from the word Asivagam. Its relation to Asivagam shall be understood if we realize that the pilgrims are to wear white clothing, as white stands for wisdom, the 6th of the 7 stages of life of humans. The pilgrims also circumambulate Mecca 7 times. Number 7 is intimately related to Asivagam and the sacred number of Asivagam. Moreover, the practice of tonsuring the head was initiated by Murugan, and it is practiced in all Murugan temples, including Tirupati temple, which was originally a Murugan temple. That's why people visiting Mecca tonsure their heads. Asivaga Siddhas, including Murugan, lived in hill caves, and Muhammad received the revelations from the hill cave Hira of Arafat Hill. Hence, to commemorate and experience it, the pilgrims spend a day of fasting on the Arafat mountain during Hajj. Hira Cave. It is the cave in which Prophet Muhammad meditated and obtained enlightenment through angel Gabriel. Generally, the hill caves are the cooler ones compared to the surrounding region. Generally, a wet place would also be a cool place. Wetness is called Eeram in Tamil. Eera, Hira, Hira cave. Hilal. The crescent moon sighting is called Hilal. This word originated from two Tamil words called Il and Al. Il plus Al, Illal, Illal, Hilal, where Il means not in Tamil and Al means darkness. Hence, Hilal means not darkness, that is, remover of darkness, as moon removes darkness. Halal. As water was scarce in deserts, cleaning meat to remove the blood used to be problematic. Hence, instead of killing animals through one stroke of knife, they just slit the throat of animals, and animals labor hard while their heart pump out blood till the animal dies. As most of the blood is ejected before the animal dies, the cleaning process becomes easy. But the animal labors very hard till it dies. This type of hard labor is called in Tamil as allal. This allal deformed to halal and finally to halal. Allal, halal, halal. Sharia law. A rapist is to be punished by making him an impotent. This is the typical correct punishment for a rapist. Islamic law advocates the correct punishment befitting the crime. In Tamil, Sari means correct. It is from this Sari that the name of Islamic law, Sharia, originated. Sharia law means the correct law and punishment. Caliphate. Islamic kingdoms are called caliphates. This word originated from Kali, the desert goddess, the goddess of war. As the Islamic kingdoms were established after war raids, they are called caliphates. Kali plus Vetai, Kali Vetai, Caliphatai, Caliphate. Vetai means war raid in Tamil. Gumbas or Kubla. Kumbam is the auspicious symbol of Tamils and is related to fertility. It is in this shape that Tamil temple's most sacred Gopura is constructed. It is this shape that is used in masjid, and it is also called Kumbam, Kumbha, Gumbas, Kubla. It is also normally painted in green color, the color of Al-Qadr, that is Murugan of Asivakam, which is the sacred color of Islam. Hijab. The Islamic people wear hijab. The males wear white hijab representing Shiva, and the females wear black hijab representing goddess Kali. This clothing is worn as a comfort cloth in the desert region to protect themselves from the dusty winds. Comfort is called in Tamil as Isaivu. Isaivu, Hisaivu, Hijaivu, Hijaibu, Hijabu, Hijab. Hence, hijab is a word of Tamil origin. Nikah. One of the stages in the Tamil marriage process is betrothal, called as Nichayam in Tamil. The English word betrothal is also of Tamil origin, which deformed from Pettor Vattal, which means official consent by the parents of both bride and groom. Pettor Vattal, betrothal. Pettor means parents and Vattal means consent. In this ceremony, the parents of the bride and groom enter into a signed agreement regarding the marriage of their wards. This process is called Nichayam in Tamil. Following Nichayam, it should be followed by actual marriage ceremony, which gives religious sanction for the agreement. However, in Islamic tradition, this agreement called Nikah itself culminates as marriage. Thus, Nichayam of Tamil deformed to yield Nikah, which means marriage in Islam. Nichayam, Nikayam, Nikah. Thus, this video proves that the concepts and practices of Islam were derived from Asivakam, the ancient way of life of humanity. It was propounded by Murugan 10,000 years ago. However, we do not know whether this name Asivakam was also given by Murugan at that time. Perhaps not. As it was the one and only way of life at his times, it could not have been named by Murugan and it should have remained nameless. However, I had established through my Mahabharata research video titled Dronachari, the key to ancient Tamil culture, that the name Asivagam existed at the times of Mahabharata war, which happened about 5000 years ago. That means it is possible that this name might have existed during the times of Ramayana too. There are many more Asivagam inspired concepts and practices in Islam that shall form the theme of another video later.